Noelle's our friend and has been for a long time. This film is about how she has changed since coming out as a transgender woman.
We were still in secondary school, and the way she actually did it was on a WhatsApp group. She did it as kind of a bit of a little joke. She phrased it as, "I have a message for the peoples," and it was something like that. And he was like, "I'm a girl now," or "I'm a girl," something like that. And yeah, that was sort of how it was, a bit of a joke. Although I didn't take it as a joke, but I understood she was being a bit like jovial about it.
Get to see my old socks.
I'd say that she's weird in a good way.
I mean, that's a good phrase.
Yeah, that's how I'd say it. Weird in a good way.
Should I do like a piece and then walk off?
There was the time we were at like a party meet-up thing. She'd have a bit of a breakdown. I wasn't really sure what to do in that scenario. I think she was just sort of overwhelmed with a mix of alcohol. It didn't go well, and she needed a few people to like help her calm down. The rest of us kind of gave us some space and went to another room because we just didn't really know what to do. I'd say at first I didn't have much of a reaction, in the sense I was sort of just like shocked, I suppose, and a bit like, okay, it's set in, okay, she's a girl, she's a woman, you know, like it took a moment for that. Especially I think she had a different new name that I had to adjust to, and then she wanted to change to something else. So that was a slight adjustment. But yeah, the name thing actually, in my own head, it took a little while for that to adjust.
Like condiments, you know, and stuff. Not like I want to get some gochujang and stuff.
Yeah, that.
But so, like, there's always food I want to make. Well, I'm a trans woman. I'd say I'm pretty sure of that. And I'm bisexual.
Yeah.
If you wanted to know the preference for men, don't know. I mean, maybe I'll find a suitor from this. You never know.
You never know.
Yeah, I'm not a very persistent person, I'd say. They came out a while ago when I was like 18, I think, and that didn't go as well as I wanted it to, because they didn't really seem to care much, which I can't say I liked very much, but it was how it was.
So your name Noelle, that's something important to you?
I'd say being called it is something important to me. The name didn't have much importance to begin with. It came from, this is a bit embarrassing, but you know the song Teenage Dirtbag?
I do.
Basically, the idea behind it was, the idea of Noelle in the song is someone who people want to be, someone who is both popular, pretty. You think she's out of this world, and then it turns out she's someone like everyone else who's a bit nerdy. She likes to go to a metal band concert or whatever it was in the song. So that held a bit of significance for her. Yeah, there are a few actually growing, I'm surprised, huh?
What are you throwing on the floor exactly?
Weeds.
Ah.
The beach. What the flip?
How often do you go home?
Depends. Like once every 2 weeks, once every week maybe. Depends on whether I'm poor or not. It's a lovely place. I love Clacton. It's alright. It's not, actually, you know what, no. It's a bit less than alright, but it's fine.
Yeah. Why?
The people. I like the beach. I mean, it looks nice. What else do I like? Big Tesco's. Who doesn't love big Tesco's?
That's a very short list. So are you happy that you've like left Clacton then?
Yeah, I would say so. Like, I don't want to move too far away, but when I'm older, I don't want to live in Clacton.
Yeah,
I
away
mean,
from Clacton?
definitely since I've come out to all of my friends, I've come out to my family. My mum started using my name now, which is good. My brother's always been good because he was the first person I came out to in my family. And he was the first person I told my name, so he's always been there. We still talk a lot. My mum was good, my other siblings, my little sister, I'm not sure how that's going to be because it's kind of just like a learning curve because she's quite young. There's a seagull. My older sister, I haven't seen her since I had told everyone to call me by my name. I would say I'm hopeful, but I'm also not at the same time. Because there's the aspect of, I know she cares about me, but I know she's not a big fan of the community and stuff like that, so.
And do you think you've changed a lot then since you've left Clacton?
Yes and no. I still lack ambition a lot of the time, but I will say I've gone forward with a lot of my life. I'm happier most of the time. Like, I have times where I get sad again, but it's more just like life at this point. I've finished in done it. Yeah, that's more what stresses me than anything. Oh, you're here, there's nothing else. Okay.
You could just look at the sea if you want.
I can look at the sea. I mean, it's a beach.
Are you going to miss uni once you've gone?
I mean, I would think so, definitely, because it's just like, if I don't go back to do like my masters or anything, then that'll be final year of school until maybe I come back. I still work at McDonald's, so I'll probably keep working there until I get something else. I will probably end up moving out anyway once I've got enough money to. Probably rent somewhere, maybe with friends, I don't know. Maybe they don't like me enough, I don't know, don't question it. Yeah, brilliant. I have a bit of bolognese. Oh, veggie bolognese with a bit of cheese. That looked like I was doing something. Well, I've got a few different ideas of what I could do because I'm questioning whether I want to do my masters. There's still like internships, I could get a job, I could go into teacher training if I really wanted. But it's just so many choices at the moment where it's a bit like I need to pick which one I actually want to do most because I'm fairly indecisive, so actually picking which one I want to go with is kind of hard because it's like, feels like I'm forcing myself into one thing. Yes, yeah, because I don't function well with change. Like, it's every single change in my life, I have fought it. Like, no, I'm not going to do it yet. I'm not gonna, even coming out, I was like, it's more about the fact that everything's going to change and people are going to see me differently. That kind of made me a bit more scared because I really don't like change. It's the mental illness, innit? Don't question that. Mental illness. I can't disagree with that. I'm not annoying. You're the annoying one. I'm the beautiful, amazing, special one. Special in more than a few ways. What's this one? How many days? 3 weeks and 3 days.
How many pills do you have to take every day?
2. And then one which isn't a pill, it's a pastry. And I know one's that. So
Okay.
amazing.
Have you
Some
noticed,
decorum, please. No.
have you noticed any physical changes so far?
My hair's been slightly different. I've had a few side effects, but nothing really yet. But I mean, I'm only at the nearly 1 month mark, so. Well, more like mental side effects because of hormonal changes.
Yeah.
I mean, some days my back really hurts, which I saw was a like possible side effect. Yeah, I'm happy because I'm taking them, but also just because I'm taking them, I've got like a different mood. Like things that wouldn't normally annoy me do now, like just a bit more emotional in general. It depends on like what side effects you're talking about because some of them are permanent, like my fertility will be gone no matter what if I stop taking them. But then if I stopped taking them, like hair would grow back. I'd still have breasts. That wouldn't change. But yeah, there's a few things that are permanent and then some aren't. Fertility has been a thing for me, but more in the fact that I can't give birth and like motherhood.
Yeah.
That has a big impact on me. But being able to have biological children hasn't really. But like seeing other women go through motherhood makes me feel a bit sad in a way. So they say like a lot of the main effects start around the 3 months mark, but the full effects usually around like 3 years. So I'd probably say a year before I'm fully happy with all the changes. I mean, I feel like I'll get used to it. Right now I'm pretty used to it. I wouldn't say I'm that sad. And most people end up, like aging, you'll end up having to take pills because everyone ends up disabled at some point in their life. I'm pretty sure it's a high statistic. So, I mean, I wouldn't say it's anything too terrible. When I was younger, I definitely had a bit more of a relationship with the LGBTQ plus community. But I kind of split off from it because I lost a few friends due to drama that happened in the group. So I've been surrounded by mostly cishet people since then. I do think about wanting LGBTQ friends a bit, but I'd say it doesn't really affect me that much. But it feels like they might be able to understand like my situation a bit better than like cishet people.
Like, do you want to get involved in the community, like pride rallies, events?
I'd like to. Like, I do feel a bit restrained from the fact like I don't really have anyone to go with. It feels like, or I feel a bit awkward asking people to go with me because it's like, well, they aren't gay or trans or anything, so I'm not sure they'd want to come or stuff like that.
Are you planning to do anything like that in the future?
Yeah, I plan to.
You feeling excited for Gay Village later?
Nah. No. I mean, I suppose.
I mean, I can see you've explored Manchester already. How are you finding it?
No. I don't know what that was about. No, fun.
My two friends.
Cheers. Woo. I mean, at the moment I just feel a bit serene, a bit calm. I'm also really tired. That's because we've been doing a lot.
Yeah,
I mean, whenever I go somewhere now, I always feel a bit sad whenever it's like thinking about, oh, I have to leave this and I have to go back to just being boring again. I mean, but then it's relaxing to just sit there. But then I've also got to do a bunch of work, so I don't get to relax. I just have to do everything day in, day out. It's a bit monotonous. You just sit there doing the same thing over and over again. Oh, wake up, do some work, take my meds, eat food, sleep, repeat. Maybe shit in between, but I mean, I see more openly out people, like visibly trans or visibly gay, but I wouldn't say I see them differently. I mean, I'd say there's definitely more people than in like Colchester or Clacton, but I'd say you still see people around who are visibly out. I've been outwardly trans for quite a while now. Like, I've gone to other countries and been outwardly trans, like, so I wouldn't say it's inspired me much. It's nice to see, of course, that other people can be themselves. Like, I would say Gay Village was a lot more colourful than expected, weirdly enough. And it was a lot more, like, open than I was expecting, because I was expecting kind of like a smaller, more enclosed area, because it's like knowing history It's like gay people often have to hide. It's kind of a common story for people like me. But I'd say overall it did fit my expectations, yeah. I'd say it was quite nice. It was because we're staying above literally a gay bar, so that's quite... We're like right in the zone of Gay Village, which is... So it's easy to get around, easy to film stuff. And for the price, we got a lot of facilities. Like the bathrooms is quite nice. And I'd say the staff was quite nice helping us get to our room and stuff and was very polite. Overall, quite a nice place. Hashtag Rem Hotel for the win. I found it quite fun. I like being introspective, so it's helped me like look into myself a bit more, figure out how I feel about things, what my morals are a bit more. I think when we first started, I hadn't even like told my parents to call me by my name yet, because they knew I was trans, but they were kind of under the thing of I have to come to them. But then eventually I did, so now my mum calls me by my name. My dad called me by my name for the first time this weekend. But yeah, I'd say it's definitely better. I have stuff. I have plots. I'm on day 2. That shows you how far I am through this. Just grab some of you. Really? This has made me realise that I'm not as close as I'd want to be. I was in the past, but I struggled to find friends to begin with, so it made me realise how little I'm in the community. Definitely I'd want to find more people who are part of the community.
How far into your medication are you now?
Well, if we're doing like exact days, it's like 42 days or something. Mentally I'm doing better, but that's because I'm guessing my hormones are a bit more balanced now, because the first month is probably going to be like the hardest for like my hormones changing drastically. So I was a bit more irritable at that time. Not really anymore. If I had a message for my younger self, I'd probably say to be a bit more selfish, because when I was younger, I would do things simply to make other people feel better, but then it would harm me a lot more. I never planned on coming out because I knew that it would hurt. Like, I thought that it would upset my family, it would change my friendships, and change needs to happen. So I'd say definitely I need to do more. Just put myself out there and actually just be myself. I mean, overall, I've just found it to be fun. I mean, I've learnt a lot about myself. I've had new experiences, and it might be a bit self-centered, but I do like people learning about me a bit more and understanding me. But I mean, that's just me, so.
Put your phone away. This is actuality.
Wait, we're recording?
Yes.
I didn't know we were recording.
Okay.
That's why it's
That's how
like.
you get the best actuality.
I was trying to form an email.
I've drunk this so quickly.